All right, Bama Nation, here we go on a Friday. Hottest show on the streets, talking Bama football news. In my own words, yours truly, Stephen Smith of Touchdown Alabama Magazine. We're getting into keys to success. Bama keys to success this week against Vanderbilt. Crimson Tide got the marquee win over Georgia last week. It was great. It was phenomenal, fantastic. We all saw it. We all enjoyed it. We all celebrated it. But now that's in the rearview mirror. It's in the rearview mirror because now you take on Vandy. Now you go to Nashville, the West End. Now you go to First Bank Stadium. You take on a Vanderbilt team that's 2-2 under Clark May. Could very easily be 4-0, if not for a 3-point loss to a top-ranked team in Missouri and a 4-point loss to Georgia State. That's besides the point. Vanderbilt's got some guys that can play football, led by their quarterback, Diego Pavia, the transfer from New Mexico Military Institution and New Mexico, the college, New Mexico State. So, he's in here. And Pavia with over 700 passing yards, 279 rushing yards, 8 touchdowns. Vanderbilt in the red zone this season has scored 18 of 19 times. It's 95%. So this is a week where the Alabama Crimson Tide not falling for the trap, not falling for complacency, not falling for people saying, you beat the main team in Georgia. This is Vanderbilt. They don't matter. This is Vanderbilt. They don't have anybody. This is Vanderbilt. They're not competitive. This is Vanderbilt. You can go out there with your B game, your C game, your D game, probably go out there with your F game and still find a way to win the matchup. No, Alabama's not having that. I mean, former Bama defensive lineman who's on the coaching staff, Josh Chapman, had the rat traps out in practice this week. Don't fall for the trap. Don't fall for the poison. Don't fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for all of this. Vanderbilt, not this. Vanderbilt, not that. Take these guys seriously. Go out here, compete. Go out here, put your foot on their neck. Go out here, finish this football game. Go out here, play 60 minutes of nonstop, dominant, electric Alabama football. That's what you do. And that's what you have to do. So the keys to the success for Alabama against Vandy, number one for me, I want to see Alabama establish a run game this week. Consistently establish the run game against Vandy on Saturday. And what I mean by that is, as much as we enjoy the design runs, the zone read aspect with Jalen Milroe, and it's cool, it's awesome, he's a dynamic runner, but here's a game where I want to see more Justice Haynes. I want to see more Jam Miller. I want to see more Richard Young. I want to see more line up, put a man on a man, smash the opposition into the ground, pound the rock with these running backs, right? You got nothing but 4- and 5-star running backs. Give them the football, let those guys go to work. I go back to the Wisconsin game where Jam goes off. I think he had over 100 yards rushing in the matchup. I go back to the South Florida game where we saw some big things from Justice Haynes. I go back to the Western Kentucky game where we saw a big run from Justice Haynes. So for me, being able to consistently establish the ground attack, right? Showing the nation not only can Alabama get explosives to the air, but it can also consistently beat you up and wear you down running football. You got an offensive line that's healthy from left to right. Let's wear Vanderbilt down and run the football. That's the number one thing that I want to see here as a key to victory, key to success. Number two, I would like to see anybody from that edge rushing wolf position separate themselves as the guy and command a double team to open up somebody else to consistently hit home on the quarterback, right? In years past, Alabama had guys like Courtney Upshaw. Bama had guys like Will Anderson. Bama had guys like Dallas Turner, Chris Braswell. Bama had guys like Rashawn Evans, Christian Miller. Bama had dudes, right, that could come off that edge, light you up, but then also create opportunities for others to come off that edge and light up a quarterback. And Bama's got talent at this Wolfbacker position. Q Robinson's talented. He leads the team in sacks with 3.5. Quay Russo's talented. He's flash potential. Keanu Coote talented. LT Overton talented. He's got a sack this year. But I would like to see just one player rise up and say, I am the alpha in the room. At that position, follow me. Come behind me. I'm the alpha in the room. I clap up the quarterback. Y'all finish it up behind me. Right? That's what I want to see this week. That's what I want to see this week. I want to see, somebody in that Wolfbacker room rise up and say, I am that dude. I'm going to get to the quarterback. I'm going to create a whole lot of havoc. And everybody else play off of the lead that I have. Play off of the personality that I have. Play off of the toughness and the swagger that I have here. That's number 2. Somebody's got to stand up and be that main voice in that Wolfbacker room as the alpha, getting those pressure numbers up there. That's number 2 for me. Number 3, in terms of keys to success here, being able to not just contain, but also control Diego Pavia. That's the main thing. Contain him, but also control him. There have been quite a couple of coaches on Bama staff this week that I've talked about. This guy's a competitor. He's tough, dual threat quarterback, can extend plays, can make a lot of things happen in the throw game and running the football as well. Jihad Campbell sort of compare Pavia to Johnny Manziel. I don't know if I would go that far. I saw Johnny. I watched Johnny. I saw Johnny up close and personal. So I wouldn't go as far as to say that Diego Pavia is Johnny football. I wouldn't take it that far. But hey, that comes from Jihad Campbell describing him to be like one Johnny Manziel. But for me, you still got to be able to control him, and you got to be able to control him and corral him. You got to control him. You got to corral him. You got to contain him in the pocket. Force him to beat you throwing. Force him to beat you systematically throwing the football, because Vanderbilt wants to create opportunities in different gaps on the perimeter. They want to get you undisciplined. They want to get you off your game, off your spot. The Commodores have 2 running backs. One of those guys, Cedric Alexander, the other guy, AJ Newberry. They both have 3 rushing touchdowns apiece. They've got a tight end in Eli Stover, who's got 19 catches, 220 yards, and a touchdown. They've got other offensive pieces, but everything flows with Pavia. So you get him, you contain him, you corral him, you frustrate him, you take away big play opportunities from him, you got yourself something there. Because, Vanderbilt doesn't have just a whole lot, but you go out there and you shut down what they do, and what they do well, you're going to be able to come out of this game in Nashville, with the win. So, for me, you win out there against Georgia, you win the football game, everybody's pumped up, everybody's hyped up, everybody's excited, as they should be. But now we turn the corner, we turn the page. Bama's got Vanderbilt this week, Vanderbilt Saturday, tomorrow. You cannot, by any sense of the imagination, have a letdown game. You cannot by any sense of the imagination, not take Vanderbilt seriously. You cannot, by any sense of the imagination, come out slow, come out lethargic, come out looking like you don't know what you're doing out there. Can't do that if you are Alabama football. But those would be kind of just my keys to success here. And that would be number one, I want to see the run game. And I want to see the run game from Alabama's backs, from Justice Haynes, from Jam Miller, from Richard Young. I think you still sprinkle in design runs from Milroe. I think you still sprinkle in that zone read, keep that zone read essence there. But at the same time, you got to work in Justice Haynes. And you got to get him several carries. Enough of this giving guys 2 and 3 carries. No, you got to let these backs cook, Nick Sheridan. You got to let the backs cook. You got to let them get more than just 3 to 4 carries, 4 to 5 carries. You got to let them get warmed up. You got to let those guys get going. So that's that right there. Number 2 for me is having that guy in the outside wolf linebacker room emerge, stand up, I'm that dude, and just take over the football game, right? To take over games, take over matchups, take over completely. We have yet to see that. We've seen some guys show flashes. We've seen some guys show signs of potential, but now it's time to see when is that dog, it's time to see that dog really emerge from this group and take it over, take it completely over. And then last but not least here, Diego Pavia, he's good. He's talented. He's electric out there. But for Alabama's defense, controlling him, corralling him, containing him, limiting him from making big plays here on your defense. But I get to a few comments on tonight's show. We got my guy, Roll Tide and Rise Up with the Roll Tide. Appreciate you, Roll Tide and Rise Up, being here. My guy, Mike Coleman with Steven. Roll Tide to your Mike. And Mike also showing some love to Roll Tide and Rise Up. Also, Jay Walker writes in, Roll Tide, another game to get better. That's the key. Another game to get better. Another game to improve. Another game to stack a quality performance. You got to stack this stuff, right? Got to stockpile quality performances on top of each other. Here's a game to do this. We got Yahweh in here. Roll Tide to you, my guy. Appreciate you being a part of the conversation. Dexter Wright, I drive a Ford because it sponsors the Tide. Roll Tide. Hey, gotta drive that Ford because it does sponsor Alabama football. Roll Tide and Rise Up. I would love to see them get the run game going early, and I'd like to see Ty Simpson, Lonergan, and Mack. Yeah, I want to see the run game get going early. Absolutely, establish the run. And then, if Jalen Milroe goes out there and lights it up and only plays for a half, but I would like to see Ty Simpson get out there. Dylan Lonergan get worked in. Austin Mack get worked in too. Get all the quarterbacks some reps. But that begins with a fast start, Milroe going out there dominating, and the defense doing its part and dominating as well, which would allow you to be able to go to Ty Simpson, go to Dylan Lonergan, and go to Austin Mack. We got J-Dub in the building. Steven, good evening. Roll Tide to you, J-Dub. Happy to have you here on a Friday TGIF edition of the show. We're talking Bama keys to success against Vanderbilt. Run the Table Sports TV. Roll Tide, Steve. I was almost right prediction-wise. I'm going 56-17 this round. Bama, baby. So, hey, my guy, Run the Table Sports. He's got Bama 56, Vanderbilt 17. Run the Table, you were close in that Georgia prediction. You were close. You were real close right there. But you got 56-17 in favor of Bama over Vanderbilt. We got Pastor Dave in here. Pastor Dave with a good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, Pastor Dave. Good evening to you, man. Happy to have you in here. We got Jackson Johnson. What's up, Crimson Tide Nation? What's up to you, Jackson? Happy to have you in the building. We got Bama, Vanderbilt tomorrow. 3:15 Central Time, kickoff from First Bank Stadium in Nashville. I will be there. Jackson Johnson giving us a roll tide, baby. Roll tide to you, Jackson, as well. Roll tide and rise up. We have to be careful. This is the kind of cupcake game that we see significant injuries. Happens all too often. Want to see everybody stay healthy. Speaking of the injury report, only 2 names on it, and that's Kendrick Law and Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, the linebacker, he's listed as probable he's going to play. Justin Jefferson is going to play in this game, listed as probable, more than likely he will play. Kendrick Law is listed as questionable. I think he'll be more of a game time decision. So K-Law, more of a game time decision. Justin Jefferson, probable, but I think he's going to lean more so toward playing. So those are the only 2 names on the injury report this week here for Alabama heading into the Vanderbilt matchup. Now, Run the Table Sports TV, we will get back to Justice and Jam had to switch it up on Georgia. I can see that. I can see Alabama switching things up on Georgia, confusing Kirby Smart, giving Kirby different looks that he's never seen before on film. So that makes sense. That makes sense. I can understand why Alabama chose to switch it up on Georgia, because they wanted to complicate things for Kirby Smart. I get that. So now this week, you go back to the simplicity of J&J Lawn Care, that being Justice and Jam. So now you go back to the simplicity of J&J Service at Law, that being the attorney's office of Justice and Jam. So you go back to that run game and being able to ground and pound Vanderbilt into submission there. Let's see here. We got Run the Table also goes 7 sacks guaranteed. So Run the Table is guaranteeing 7 sacks for Bama's defense. I want that to happen. I mean, I want Diego Pavia to be absolutely sore by the time this game is over. So 7 sacks for Bama's defense. I like that. I'll take that. Let's see here. Let's play a game on this, fans. Let's play a game on this. Over, under. Bama gets 7 sacks against Vanderbilt. Over or under on that? Do you see over or under Bama gets 7 sacks against Vanderbilt? Excuse me. Throw that right there in the chat line. You guys answer that right there. Dexter Wright comes back with DeBoer will at least be here until the 26th, 27th, because that's when it's going to be his team, I'd say. So we're even looking at how long does Coach DeBoer, be in Alabama. I think he'll be here longer than 2027. I definitely think he'll be here longer than 2027. Absolutely. Let's see if we get to more of your thoughts here. We got Andy Kaufman, 52-12, Alabama. So he's got Bama 52, Vanderbilt 12. Appreciate that from Andy Kaufman. Justin Sutherland writes in and replying to Dexter, DeBoer will be here for a long time. He's not going anywhere. He will build another dynasty. I don't think Kalen DeBoer is trying to go anywhere anytime soon. I don't think DeBoer is trying to go anywhere anytime soon. I think he likes it in Tuscaloosa. He's starting to really enjoy it. I think his wife, Miss Nicole, is starting to really enjoy it in Tuscaloosa. Remember, if the wife is enjoying it somewhere, that man ain't going to leave. Keep in mind, Miss Terry enjoyed Tuscaloosa. That's why Nick Saban didn't go nowhere, because Miss Terry enjoyed Tuscaloosa. So if Miss Nicole DeBoer is enjoying T-Town, which she is right now, I don't think Kalen going anywhere. But once again, that is just me. We got Dexter Wright comes back with Haynes got to tighten up. If Milroe can run, they got to too. Hey, Haynes, Jam Miller, coaching staff has got to get both of these to the football. Throw Richard Young in there too. These backs have got to get the football. You got to get back to that ground and pound game with your backs against Vanderbilt, because this is going to show South Carolina down the road, Missouri down the road, Tennessee down the road, LSU down the road, Oklahoma down the road, all of these teams down the road into the college football playoff, that Bama has more than just Jalen Milroe that can run the football. So you got to feature Justice Haynes. You got to feature J.Up. Miller. Let's see here. Here we go. Run the table comes back with, they also got to get more than 2 to 3 yards to carry, though, Steve. If they can't get loose, we got to throw it and let J. Mill slide. I mean, that's the point. You got to get more than 2 to 3 yards to carry. So that starts off with better consistency in the communication and run blocking from the O-line. And that's also Justice, Jam, Richard Young. When you see a hole, hit that thing. When you see a hole, hit that thing, turn in, go off, right? It's a combination of both. Offensive line, read your keys, communicate well, do your job, open the run lanes up. But then for these backs, when you see the hole open, get in there. Do your thing, do your job as a running back. So there's that. Justin Summerlin writes in, Stephen M. Smith, roll tide to you, Justin. My boy from Skyline, baby. We in here, top floor, baby. What's up? We in here. Skyline crew. We rocking, rolling, lanking as well. We in here. Sweet home, Bama. 24, let's go. Roll tide to you, sweet home, Bama. Happy to have you in here. We got Darren Watson. Give us a roll tide to you, Darren. Happy to have you in here. Latalia Billingsley, roll tide, y'all. More of the running game this week, and let's sustain drives. That's what Bama's got to do, Latoya. More of the running game. Bama's got to sustain more drives. Bama's got to get more 10, 12 play drives in there where they're taking the clock, they're wearing down the defense, and you're also still scoring, right? You're also still putting points on the board in having these sustained drives. That's what Alabama has got to do this week. We got Darren Watson, Bama 59, Vandy 10. So that's the score there from Darren Watson, 59-10, Bama over Vandy. Pastor Dave giving us that thumbs up right there. We appreciate Pastor Dave being a part here of the show this evening. We got Justin Summerlin writes in, 49-10, Bama. That score prediction, 49-10. Appreciate that from Justin Summerlin. We got my man DP, Don Parker in the building. Good evening, everyone. And roll tide to you, Don. Happy to have you here on the show. And all of you guys for writing in. From writes in, clock management and run the ball, Bama. Clock management is going to be big. Manage the clock properly. Run the football. Get back to establishing Justice Haynes, J.M. Miller, Richard Young, everybody. We got Darius Jordan, roll, baby. What's going on, Stephen? Doing good, Darius. We got Bama Vanderbilt tomorrow. I will be in Nashville, First Bank Stadium for Alabama versus the Commodores. Going to be a very good, going to be a fun matchup right there. Run the Table Sports comes back with, if they want to see Simpson and the rest of the QBs, they better pass it then, because run the ball, it's going to kill time. Good point. Run the Table. If you're trying to see Simpson, Larnigan, and Austin Mack, you're going to definitely have to air that ball out from start to finish, because ground and pound, going to take the time, going to take the clock, and we will not see the other quarterbacks behind Jalen Milroe. We got Sweet Home Bama, Jam. Oh, Jam. It's Miller time. You got Mark Ingram killed that, man. Gotta love Mark Ingram for doing that. But you got Justice and Jam, J&J Services, J&J at Law. All of the descriptions we can give Justice Haynes and Jam Miller, but we got them for days here. Let's see here. Jarvis S. is going to go with the under in terms of the 7 sacks. He doesn't see 7 from Alabama's defense. He's going with the under. But DeQuan Miners got the over on the 7 sacks. So DeQuan Miners, he's Bama going over that number of 7 sacks. Who wants to know? Roll Tide, roll. Let's let Big Al give him that elephant stomp. Yeah. Let Big Al give Vanderbilt that elephant stomp over the weekend. Let's get this done. Let's get this done. Dexter Wright, it's gonna be getting nasty. Hey, it's gonna get nasty here for the Commodores. They're taking on a Bama team that's all about finishing now. They saw last week we started well against Georgia. We didn't finish the way we wanted to. Thank goodness for Jalen Milroe to Ryan Williams. Thank goodness for Xavier Brown getting the interception at the end. But Bama didn't finish the way that Bama wanted to finish that matchup. So this week, this game, about finishing strong here. So it's going to be something for Vandy to deal with. Y'all Warriors going with the over 7 sacks. He's got the over. Darius Johnson's got the over in terms of 7 sacks. We've got Justin Summerlin. He's got the under. He's got maybe 5 sacks for Bama. Y'all Warriors got 63-10 in favor of the Crimson Tide over Vanderbilt, 63-10. Darius Jordan, the quarterback, should have been hush-hush. Yeah, Diego Pavia did talk some junk here this week. Diego did talk a little junk this week. It's going to be interesting. DeQuan Minor's got 56-0. Bama over Vandy. Jay Walker's got 56-7. Bama over Vandy. My guy, Don Parker, this is a trap game. Don't twist it regarding Diego Pavia. He is a baller. Bama needs to play to the standard, not the opponent. Hey, there's Don Parker bringing us that voice of reason. Pavia is a baller. He can create. He can extend. He can make plays. Bama's got to be on its A game. It's got to bring its apex game to Nashville on tomorrow. Jarvis S. has got Bama 42, Vandy 17. So 42-17 there in terms of Jarvis. We got Jay Walker. Debo is 49. So we got a solid 25 years. Hey, I like that. DeBoer is 49. So we may have a solid 25 years with Debo as head coach. Hey, I'm good with that. My man, Whitwheel Sports, my guys. Title towel in here with that road towel, people. Get you that title towel today. You go to whitwheelsports.com. Get you a title towel. Wave that thing in the air like you just don't care, in support of Kalen DeBoer and Alabama football. L.A. Miles writes in, finally, might see Keon Keeley on the field. Score prediction, 68-3, Bama. We'll see if we see Keon Keeley. We'll see. We will see if we get a dose here of Keeley out there in action. Let's see. We got Run the Table Sports TV. I'm sticking with 7. After watching George Teague and JT break down the film on Vandy, their O-line, especially the ones on both ends, are trash. Can't move their feet. We will eat. Watch 7 sacks. Hey, if George Teague and JT, my guys, Teague's take, if I know nothing else about them, they break down film. And if they are saying that Vandy's offensive tackles can't move the feet well, I'm right there with you. Run the table on those 7 sacks. I'm right there with you. It's gonna be good to watch. Let's see. DeQuan Minor writes in, Bama going undefeated. There's that confidence from DeQuan Minor saying Bama going undefeated. Let's see here. We continue here with your thoughts here on the show. We got here. Jarvis S is giving us the lank. Jarvis giving us that lank right there. He's giving us that lank right there. We got some super chats right here. How about my man Jason U3? Giving us that 999 in the super chats right there. Appreciate that coming from Jason here. But hold on, guys. Hold on. We're going to take a break here. We'll be back. Let's get a word from our guys at Alumni Hall. We're out here at Alumni Hall in Tuscaloosa. Oh, yeah, oh, man. Gotta get this. Gotta get one of these right here. Can't rock that Bama without this shirt right here, fresh polo. Gotta also rock the all pink, like Kanye West right there. Keychains, gotta get you some keychains. University of Alabama keychains. I'm telling you, if you are a die-hard Alabama fan and you're looking for some big-time apparel, this place has got everything. We're talking shirts, shoes, sweatshirts, hoodies, cups, mugs, keychains. If you're just a Tide fan that has an itch to get more apparel, get more swag in your game, you come right here at Alumni Hall in Tuscaloosa, right here in Midtown Village. And also you can shop online. The link is in the description to get your gear right here at Alumni Hall. All right, people. All right. We're back getting into the action, folks, from the break. I know you can't quite see me right now. Here we go. All right. Back into the action here, folks, from the break. Number one form for Bama football news. In my own words, yours truly, Stephen Smith of TDA. Technology can be crazy sometimes, y'all. Technology can be absolutely crazy. But we had my man, Jason Ussery, who wrote in there with that 999. He says, thanks for your enthusiasm. More balance in the game, in the run game would be awesome for me. But that explosive, this is unbelievable. Roll Tide, roll. I appreciate that from Jason. Then we got TriStar with that $5 donation. You boys better be ready in 2 weeks for that big Orange Tennessee game right there between Bama and Tennessee. And then we got my man DP Don Parker dropping the $10 donation. He goes, Bama's defense is going to have to play assignment football tomorrow. Vandy's triple option threat can be an issue. The offense needs to continue to open up the playbook and get the run game going. So appreciate all of you guys helping us out here on the show. And you definitely get those keychains, everything when you talk about Alumni Hall. But once again, my apologies there on the camera. Technology can be absolutely crazy. But here we go. From writes in, if you come to Nashville, parking isn't cheap, but enjoy yourself. Nashville, good city. Man, I'm already preparing myself for parking not being cheap. I'm already preparing myself for parking not being cheap, man. But thankfully for me, I will not be riding alone. I'll have one of our guys, Justin Smith, our director of scouting and recruiting for TDA. He will be with me covering this game. So we will both be riding together. We got Sam in here. Steve, are you headed up to Nashville to cover the game? Yes, I will be in Nash Vegas. Me and my guy, Justin Smith, the director of scouting and recruiting for Touchdown Alabama magazine, will both be making a trip up to Nashville for this matchup. But continuing here with more of your comments, we got Jeremiah who writes in 49-14 Bama. Jeremiah's got 49-14. Tough as nails comes in with, I want to see a balance of run and pass and a shutdown defense. Hey, I'm looking for the same thing. A balance of the run, with the passing game, and yes, a shutdown defensive performance would be absolutely nice as well. Curtis White comes in 56-7. Roll Tide. Milroe will be wrapped in a bubble wrap by the fourth quarter. So he's got Milroe will be on the sideline by the fourth quarter. He's got Bama 56, Vanderbilt 7 for tomorrow. Christian Hughes writes here, I want to see the running backs knock another helmet off. The physicality that we saw against Georgia. Jeb Miller, bang, took a Georgia defender's helmet completely off of his dome on the block there to spring Jalen Milroe around the end for a rushing touchdown in that matchup. Christian Hughes definitely wants to see more of that. Let's go here. Sam writes in, Steve, who needs to step up this game on offense and defense that we haven't heard much of this season? Defensively, I would like to see more from Jaheim Otis. We have not heard from him. I want Jaheim Otis to step up. We have definitely not heard from him. That's defensively. Offensively, I want to see Kendrick Law just go off. That's all. Now, he's been great blocking. He really has been. It's been great blocking. And when you do well blocking, normally you are rewarded with the football when you do well blocking. So I would like to see Kendrick Law be rewarded with the football. I would also like to see Jaheim Otis step up because we have not seen much from him at all this season. But that's my guy there on offense and defense. Let's see. Darren Watson says right here, I would like to be remembered as a winner. I've always been a winner. Paul Bear Bryant. There you go. You want to be remembered as a winner? Because in the words of Paul Bear Bryant, I ain't never been nothing but a winner out there on the field of football. Let's see here. We got Dexter Wright with I gotta shop at Alumni Hall. Y'all go down to Alumni Hall, man. Go down to Alumni Hall. Get y'all that stuff, man. Get you the gear. Like, get you the gear, man. You get you the key chains. You get you all of that, man. Get you the key chains. Get you the hats. Get you the shirts. Get you the ball caps. Go down there. Do some great shopping there at Alumni Hall. They got you covered, man. Great people. Great stuff. Get down and get your shopping done right there. David Williams writes in, Ryan Williams is an awesome player, but do you think the other players will get tired of being asked about him and not what they do themselves? No, I don't think, Dave, they're getting tired of it because we're seeing, Jeremy Bernard step up. We're seeing, Kobe Prentice getting some catches. I would like to see Prentice targeted more, but he's getting some. We saw Emmanuel Henderson against Georgia Sky up there for a 34-yard catch, a big play. We saw the tight ends, Josh Cuevas, CJ Dupree, got used quite a bit there against the Bulldogs. So more and more receiving options are starting to be involved here offensively. You just have to continue to get those guys into the flow. That's the main thing. You just can't give them one catch or two catches and go, oh, that's it for you. That's all the sugar you're going to get. No, you got to continue to give them the football, put the football on them, have them be a pivotal or have them be an important part of this offensive attack. That's what it is. You got to have these guys be an important part here of the offense. So they're not going to get tired of Ryan Williams getting the accolades because they know, hey, he creates for everybody else, right? He creates for everybody else. Don Parker comes back with, of course, I'm not making predictions. My question is, do we finally start to see this Alabama football team play to the standard for 4 quarters in all 3 phases of the game? That's been my question. So the main thing for Don is, can he see nothing but big time execution, start to finish, no letting up, all of that, full on effort, all of that. Now, will it be complete perfection, start to finish? No. What Don Parker is asking for is, when I turn on this TV, from the moment I turn on this TV to the moment I turn off this TV, can I say that I saw Alabama play a dominant brand of football to where they make the opposition feel like I do not want to play against this team ever again? That is the question that Don Parker wants to ask this team, and I appreciate Don, for his thoughts there. Let's see here. Sam writes in, great call on Otis. I just want to see him step up. I just want to see Otis step up. We haven't seen him all season. I know he dealt with some injuries last year and was banged up a bit there in spring ball, but he's healthy now. He's been playing some. This guy step up. We got Faram writes in, any news on recruit flips? Well, I will get that question from my guy Justin. I'll be riding with him tomorrow, so I'll be talking with him about anything regarding recruits that could be flipping here since the win over Georgia. I will get that to Justin, and hopefully we can have a great conversation about this on the car ride to Nashville. We got Christian Hughes. Question for you, Stephen M. Do you think this is a game where we see LT Overton eat? It very well can be. We saw Overton go off against Wisconsin. So I would like to see part 2 of that against Vandy. Definitely want to see part 2 of LT domination against Vandy. And it can happen. Can very well happen. Kane Womack, Freddie Roach, they put this man in situations where he can explode off the edge from that bandit position, field side defensive end, make those type of jaw-dropping plays. It'd be a big day for LT Overton. Let's see. Dexter Wright comes back. Now, Tennessee is acting like us, too, and ain't won a thing. Look, I mean, Josh Heupel, good coach, but he has not won a conference championship yet. Tennessee has not achieved anything yet. They have not achieved anything yet. They got to earn theirs. Tennessee has got to earn that right to boast right now. You got to earn that right. Let's see. Henry Campbell writes in from a 3-3-4. He's got Bama rolling 63-3 over Vanderbilt. Appreciate that from Henry Campbell. Don Parker comes back with Alumni Hall. It's dope. You can shop online, but nothing beats going into the store in Tuscaloosa. That's what's up. You can shop online, but nothing beats going to the store and nothing beats going to the store and getting the gear for yourself inside the store. Let's see. Darren Watson writes in, there will be more Bama fans in Nashville than for Vandy. Ooh, yeah. Kind of feel bad for Vanderbilt in that way, though. I mean, it's your home stadium, but there may end up being more Crimson Tide fans than Commodore fans inside First Bank Stadium. So, yeah, that's that right there. We got Tough as Nails writes in. Our freshman class has been awesome. This is the new wave of college football. The freshman class for Bama has been awesome. Ryan Williams, Jagan Mbakwe, Xavier Brown. This freshman class for Alabama has been showing up and has been showing out. Beer cans and Batty comes in. Y'all act like y'all have amnesia. Didn't Bama beat Georgia in the SEC championship game? Didn't Georgia beat Bama in the rematch, Natty? Y'all are delusional as always. Yes, there has been some great back and forth between Alabama and Georgia. But Alabama getting the win here this time around over Georgia, which, by the way, I'm kind of stunned that Mike Griffith of Dog Nation, Atlanta Journal-Constitution, said on Paul Feinbaum that Georgia was unprepared for Kalen DeBoer in Alabama. I was stunned because Kirby Smart sat under the godfather of preparation for 9 years, Nick Saban, and he learned a lot from Coach Saban. So I'm just trying to understand. Kirby was unprepared? How? Yes, there may have been some things that DeBoer did that you did not see on tape, but how do you sit there and say, hey, we were unprepared? That stunned me. The guy that has learned preparation for 9 years in his training ground at Alabama, 2007 through 2015, he says we were not prepared, but it is what it is then. Let's see. Who wants to know writes in. I like seeing Malachi Moore give them the hits. Hey, Malachi's going to have a big game too. He's going to have a good game too there against Vanderbilt. Let's see here. Bama Mick writes in, I don't even consider Georgia a rival. Bama wins again. Ooh. Bama Mick said he don't even consider Georgia a rival. Dog. Bama wins again. Wow. Dexter Wright. Oh, this is still banged up, Steven. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. At some point, though, I still want to see him step up. Like at some point, I still want to see Jaheim Otis step up there and have a marquee game because we saw him as a freshman. He came in over 400 pounds, had that incredible body transformation, dropped all of that weight, started as a freshman, continued his success as a sophomore. And so right now as a junior, only playing 4 games. I think he only has, 3 tackles? So I still want to see Otis step up more. We got, here we go, Ask Bama Girl 26, dropping in that $25 donation. Let's go. Bama is rolling away with the win. She's got Bama all over Vandy, rolling through Vandy with the win. Let's see here. Oh, here's my man Mike Coleman. Mike comes in. BS, Steven. Kirby was prepared. He thought, hey, Mike, good point. Hey, Mike, good point, man. Mike, good point. Good point right there. We got Tough as Nails right in. Even Georgia fans don't like Mike Griffin. You know what? Tough as Nails. I kind of got that vibe, man. I kind of got that vibe. Now, Mike's not a bad dude. I mean, I like Mike Griffin. He's okay. He's not a bad dude at all. But I kind of get that vibe, Tough as Nails, that even Georgia fans don't necessarily care much for him. I don't know why. I don't need to know why. But yes, I get that vibe as well. Appreciate all of you guys writing in, giving your thoughts in here on the show. Don Parker, Georgia has officially proven that they are the new Clemson. Tell me when I am telling lies. Oh, DP says Georgia has officially proven they are the new Clemson. Oh, Don from the tightrope. Oh, man. Don Parker from the tightrope. Let's see here. L.A. Miles. Yeah, but Georgia trophy case still got them empty spaces. Oh, you guys are going in. You guys are going in right now. Dog. Wow. We got Ask Bama Girl 26 for the Bama Vanderbilt game. She's got 55-10 Bama. Roll Tide roll. But you guys are going in right now, man. But y'all going in on poor beer cans, man. Y'all going in on beer cans right now. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Who wants to know? Steven, you guys have a safe trip. Me and Justin and I will do so. Justin and I, we will do so. We will have a safe trip up. We'll have a safe trip up to Nashville. Tough as Nails comes back with, I think all that weight loss of Otis has something to do with his performance. Well, I mean, he had to drop the weight because it was affecting his breathing. So he had to drop the weight there. But I think he has been a bit banged up here and there. Want him to get fully healthy because when Otis is fully healthy, he is a problem. When he's fully healthy, he is a force. When he's fully healthy, he is a disruptor in the middle of the defense. So definitely want him to be back fully healthy again and that full go there. Let's see. We got Jay Daniels. We got Joel Daniels, my bad, writing in. Hollywood don't need to be returning kickoffs. Too valuable of a receiver. Well, he's not the main guy returning kicks. The main guy is Cole Adams. Behind him is Jalen Mbakwe. Now, they do use Ryan back there. And, Joel, I tend to agree with you. And the only reason why I say that is I just always go back to Eddie Jackson was such a great safety for Alabama. And then Bama has him returning punts. And he was a really good punt returner. He was real electric. And then Eddie gets hurt against Texas A&M 2016. That injury was one of the main reasons why Bama was not able to pull out that national championship, because it didn't have its leader in the secondary in Eddie Jackson. And that's kind of the reason why I'm of the mindset of, if you got a guy that's already a leader in a particular role, whether offense or defense, could we not put him on special teams out of the question of if he gets hurt, you lose potentially that leader on offense or defense. And I'm not saying you play out of fear. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying you play out of worry. You play out of concern, because you want to have your best guys on the field at every position, no matter what the moment calls for. I get that. But when that happened to Eddie Jackson, it just makes me just slightly nervous of anybody that we're seeing who is dynamic on offense or dynamic on defense, back there returning punts or doing kickoffs. And Ryan, definitely dynamic there on offense as a wide receiver. But, hey, he's out there. So, as of right now, he is going to remain out there. Let's see here. Christian Hughes, LOL. I don't feel bad at all, Stephen M. Bama has paid the cost to be the boss. Lank 2.0. There you go. Lank 2.0. Lank 2.0 there. We got Chris Camp with Bama 46, Candy or Vandy 10. There's Chris Camp. There is Chris Camp right there. Let's see. J. Cole comes back with Alabama going to show out this weekend. Let's go. God bless you. Jesus Christ be with you at all times. Appreciate you, J. Cole. Amen to you, brother. Amen to you. Thanks to all of you guys writing in, donating in, chatting in on tonight's show. Let's see here. Joel Daniels writes back, thanks, man. Can't nobody speak the truth like you, Roll Tide. Hey, that's what we do. We speak the truth. We entertain Alabama fans. We get everybody engaged and involved here on the show. My man, Don Parker says, I will go on record to say this. James Smith is also due for a big game. Shout out to the West Side, Montgomery. Hey, it's time, James. We've seen some things from Quay. We've seen some flashes from Quay Russo. Now it's your time, James. Go out there, man. Ball out. Go out there, man. Ball out. Time for James Smith. Tough as nails. Feinbaum has Mike Griffith on the show so he can berate him, and Mike takes it. Okay. Okay. So that's what that is. Okay. Well, Tough as Nails, thank you for explaining that, because I didn't know. Thank you, Tough as Nails, for explaining that to me. David Williams comes in. Third string, getting on the field this week. Okay. Hey, David, I want to see him. I want to see a third string. I want to see a third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave. Hey, I want to see the towel boy go on the field this week. Put the towel boy out there. Get the towel boy, give him a touchdown. Get the towel boy, put his chin strap on, strap up. The towel boy, get his pads on. Get the towel boy, lace up them cleats. I want to see the towel boy out there get in the end zone one time. So, hey, I want to see the third string, fourth string, fifth string, and I might even have me a poster up inside First Bank Stadium, and the poster gonna read, "Put the towel boy in, Coach. Coach DeBoer, put the towel boy in. Let's go. He been getting reps. Put the towel boy out there." Michael Smith walks in, right in. Don't be surprised, Vandy is not a pushover this year. Bama needs to be ready for the triple option. Bama's got to be, it has to have its eyes locked in on it, because of the fact that type of offense forces you to be disciplined. That type of offense forces you to read your keys. That type of offense forces you to remain in your gap. And if you don't have that kind of integrity, you will get exposed if you don't have that type of integrity. Eugene Ingram comes in with, we have to keep Diego in the pocket because he can hurt you with his legs too. I mentioned that. You got to corral him and contain him. You got to corral him. You got to corral him and contain him inside that pocket. You got to do that. Mike Coleman writes in, what did Lane Kiffin say? Got to get him some cardio. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Oh, Kiffin. Gotta love Kiffin. Bama Mick writes in, I'm so proud of Steven being at press conferences. He's earned it. Look, I've paid my dues. I've been enjoying my time at these press conferences, asking questions, getting the good questions out. So, yeah. Let's see. Who wants to know writes in, Steven, have you ever played football before? Just asking, Roll Tide. Yes, I have. I played 3 years of high school ball. I could have played college ball. I could have walked on, decided not to. I played 3 years of high school ball. I played defensive end. I played a little bit of outside linebacker. I played a little bit of free safety. On special teams, I was the third gunner to the left, but next to the kicker. I played on punt team. I was basically a full-on, they just put me everywhere. They put me anywhere on the field. I got in some receiver, though the quarterback acted like he never wanted to throw me the football, even though I was wide open. That's another story for another day. But I played 3 years of high school ball. Could have walked on to a college program. Honestly, should have walked on at a college program so that way I would have had more experiences. But hey, if I would have walked on to a college program, and let's say I would have blew up, maybe we do not have, in my own words, with me getting a chance to talk to you, the Bama Nation, 3 days a week. So it all worked out, right? It worked out for me. I can take the experiences I did get and use those in this career now. And it worked out for you, the Bama fans, because you get the opportunity to hear this 3 days a week right here. So yes, I was an athlete, full on. I was an athlete there. So we got Ask Bama Girl 26, not the towel boy. Put him out there, Bama Girl, put him out there. The towel boy out there. The towel boy, get some reps in. She also goes, hit the like button. That's right. Hit the like button. Like and subscribe. Hit that button there, people. Don Parker comes in with, I'm not going to underestimate Vandy, and neither should you or anyone. Play 4 quarters to the standard in all phases, then talk. This is about winning the season, but one game at a time. Win the season, one game at a time. Absolutely. We got the like and subscribe there from Ask Bama Girl. You do that. Yes, Mike Coleman, I was an athlete. And if I would have balled out, you know, if I would have gotten a college offer, I probably would have been a 3-star. I would have been a 3-star recruit. But I would have been one of them dogs, though. I would have been a 3-star recruit, but I would have been one of them 3-star dogs, though, for real. Like, gotta put me out there. Let me do my thing. But I would have been a 3-star out of high school. Absolutely. David Williams giving all of us a thumbs up there. Appreciate you, David, being a part of the show. J-Dub, glad you are here, Stephen Rowe, Todd Rowe. I'm glad I'm here, too. It all worked out. It all worked out for me, for you, the Bama Nation, for everybody involved. Hey, it all worked out. David Williams writes in, let the cheerleaders play. Okay. Let them play, too. Hey, let everybody get into the action this week against Vanderbilt. But once again, folks, the game is tomorrow. That being Saturday, 3:15 p.m. Central Time kickoff in Nashville, First Bank Stadium between Bama and Vanderbilt. Let's see here. GTA team writes in, thanks for sharing that, Stephen. Appreciate you. Yes, I was an athlete. So, I definitely appreciate you guys giving the time to share that story. Did you see that we have a touchdown chain? I saw that. Bama's got that touchdown chain. I saw that. Absolutely. Tough as Nails writes in, Steven, you definitely have a gift as an analyst and great podcast. You will continue to be successful because of your personality. Tough as Nails. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But I also know that you guys have become a huge fan of my daughter, Mariah. The last time she was here, Mariah completely stole the show here. We got something in the works involving her. So stay tuned, people. We got something in the works involving Mariah being a part here of this show with me 3 days a week. So you will see soon what that is going to be. We got Who Wants to Know? I tried playing, but I was too awkward, kept getting hurt. Hey, Who Wants to Know? You kept getting hurt. People tried to blindside me so many times in the field. And most times it was in practice. Like, I'm trying to make a play in practice, and my own teammate is blindsiding me on the practice field. And would intentionally do it just to laugh. I still can't stand that dude. Like, he sat there and would blindside me on the practice field. Like, I would make a tackle or get a fumble or make some type of play, and the dude would blindside me just for the fun of it. It's all good, though. It's all good. Let's see here. We got here, Roll Tide and Rise Up, mic'd up with Mariah. Hey, that might be the segment title. Who knows? That might be the segment title. David Williams, when are we going to see you in the live chat during the game? I'm working on that. David. I'm working on that. Hey, it's coming. It's coming. I'm working on that. Joseph Higginbottom, Roll Tide, roll, Bama family, roll Tide here, Joseph. I appreciate you being in here and all of you guys. Jeremy Matthews, I feel you on that. I think he's talking about me being blindsided. Yeah, man. That's football, man. That's that good old pure high school ball when they just sit there and they blindside you for no apparent reason. But here we go here. We got Ask Bama Girl 26. You will replace Feinbaum when he retires from SEC Network. There you go. Hey, there we go. Hey, Paul, pick up the phone and call now. Hey, I'm ready to go now. So, Paul, when you're ready, pick up the phone and call now. I'll be ready to take my stuff to Charlotte to sit in for you. Let's see here, Don Parker. I want to see complete domination for 4 quarters tomorrow. Not going to be as easy as people think. Steven and Mariah go back like babies and pacifiers. Hey, that's true though. That's true though. Here we go. Jeremy Matthews, we all love you for everything that you do for the Bama Nation. Appreciate that, Jeremy. Christian Hughes, was the guy blindsiding you, Marvin? No, this guy was Marvin. This guy was my high school teammate, Nadarius Tab. We called him Jughead. Jughead was about 6'4", 210 pounds, receiver / strong safety. So Nadarius Tab, a.k.a. Jughead, was the one that kept blindsiding me. That's the guy, Jughead. And he would have just this devilish grin on his face because he knew he was trying to get at me. I'm trying to tackle somebody that got the ball, and Jughead is sitting here trying to get at me. So it's okay. Hey, Jughead, if you're listening, no hard feelings, bro. I mean, it's been a decade way overdue, man. So it's no hard feelings, dude. I'm okay. Jughead, if you're listening, bro, I'm okay. I'm okay all of those years later. But anyway, as always, Bama Nation, you want the best in news, notes, information, coverage here on your favorite program, that being the Alabama Crimson Tide. You can get this by accessing the Touchdown Alabama magazine app. You download the app from the iPhone App Store. If you're rocking Team Apple, Google Play Store. If you got the Android phone for your audio needs, check us out. iTunes or Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Spreaker, TuneIn Radio, Overcast.fm, or iHeartRadio. We got you covered right there. The good and gracious Lord sees fit. I'll try to be back on Monday, continuing the conversation that is Bama football. Remember, Tide fans, subscribe to TouchdownAlabama.com. Be sure to get you that subscription to TouchdownAlabama.com today. Have all the Bama in the palm of your hands. I want to thank all of you for getting crazy in the comment section tonight. for the donations tonight, the super chats tonight, making this your spot here, your show for all things Bama football. Till next time, folks, and your man Stephen M. Smith, you've been listening to In My Own Words. Enjoy tomorrow in Nashville between Bama and Vanderbilt.